every trip has something to offer, but being able to have such a tangible impact on something, whereas like also learning about sustainability and being able to work with such a impactful organization like GHE and being able to meet such like wonderful people, members of the team, I think it's such an incredible opportunity that, you know, I don't think anybody is able to pass up on. I don't know how anybody has passed up on it. But.
It's been definitely a culture shock. When I arrived here, I was surprised by the landscape. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be honest, but it definitely wasn't this. The altitude definitely took some getting used to. I didn't expect it to have a big impact on me. I thought it was quite a fit person, and I realized that it had nothing to do with that, and it affects everyone differently.
I'd really like to help out my own country. I feel like it'd be really interesting to at least give back, because India's given so much to me. It's such a big part of my personality, my identity. So I thought it'd be great to give back to the country that, well, gave me all of its greatness.
So the reason I chose this trip was because, well, first of all, I thought that the service was extremely important. I thought like it would have a really significant impact on many lives, and I wanted to be a part of that. And yes, I also thought that it would be an incredible place to come to and would really kind of take me out of my comfort zone, which I thought was an important thing to do on a PDW.
We visited the monastery, and I found it really special to see the young monks and then also the older monks. It was kind of like a journey. So yeah, it was very special.
I also think above all, like putting so much effort into coming on, like trekking all the way over these mountains, coming all the way over to Ladakh in such a remote space, and just personally helping these people put in rocket stoves and electrify monasteries. It was just like, it was so personal and so like genuine, like the effort that we're putting in, that, I don't know, it just felt like so purposeful.
Today was the most important day because we installed all the rocket stoves. We got to meet all the villagers. They gave us tea, and honestly, it was such a nice experience because they were so welcoming. And I just I even gave one of them a hug because I don't know, I thought They were just so sweet, and I loved seeing their homes. Their homes are actually very, very comfy. Like, it did not hurt kneeling down or assembling the rocket stove or anything.
We're first starting to install the stove. It was a bit challenging, and all the five of us were there. It was a bit overwhelming, but kind of once we all started working as a team and taking turns and going one by one, it started flowing, and yeah, it worked really well. And now I think next time we have to install the rocket stoves, it will go much smoother.
We just finished doing our second installation of the stoves, and I think we're getting a little more familiar with it. This time we did it mostly by ourselves, and hopefully by the last one we'll have it down to an art. It was a really cool experience, and just really lovely to be welcomed into their homes and giving us tea, and just so hospitable, and so yeah, just really nice overall.
So we've just installed the rocket stove. We took out the old stove. It was really light, maybe aluminum, and put in the rocket stove, much more robust. And you can feel that there's baffles and other chambers in there where you're reburning the air, really making complete combustion, getting the most out of the fuel. It was fun to see the students install this, working on leveling it, going up on the roof and making sure everything fits and is in line with each other, and making sure the stove's ready to use. And then we light it for the first time. We bring the villagers, the owners of the house in, and make sure that it's up to their requirements, and then see if we can get it running, and get the vortex rolling. And when it gets hot, you can really hear the flames pulling air in and getting that complete combustion and throwing out as much heat as we can.
We finally got to put in the solar panels and the lighting in the Khema village monastery, which was really, really cool. I got to go up on the roof, install the solar panel at the top, which was difficult considering you have to angle it properly to the light, or where the sun's going to be most of the day, while also making sure that the solar panel isn't going to get picked up by the extremely powerful wind during the night or at any point during the day. I also stayed after to finish all the lighting and the circuitry.
It was just the most magical experience to be in the monastery with them and turn on the lights for the first time and see their faces light up, same as the lights lit up as well. And I was just so happy that our work was useful, and even seeing that one of the lights I had worked on was working was just amazing, knowing that for a long time, a light that I had worked on would be working in the monastery and would be useful for the villagers. So that was definitely the highlight of the trip.
On the last day in the village, and through that the entire school group was able to see what they had to do in order to plant their own food, and how it's not simple. And what stuck out to me was that I was really proud of myself for literally planting like 3 small broccoli kind of like stems or samplings. And I think back to when I'm at home, and I don't really think about that. I don't think about how people are growing these samplings and how not special, but how valuable they are to the community. And it made me think about how I should reduce food waste and how I should not, take things for granted, because for some people it's not easy to have just a lot of broccoli on their plate. They have to plant it, they have to harvest it. So I think I'll definitely take that away when I get home, and I'll definitely continue to think about that when I'm eating my food and also when I waste food. So yeah, I'll definitely think about that. Having a long day of working but seeing the end product and then being able to celebrate that with the villagers was so much fun. I enjoyed seeing their culture because it was like their clothing, their dancing, their music. It was just amazing to see like the way that they live their lives and how they celebrate things. And it was such an honor to be able to do that with them. And I think everyone had so much fun just dancing around in a circle over and over again. With the music, and they were just loving it, and we were all having so much fun.